Hello, Nevyka here, and welcome to this next Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 episode. We are in the Courageous. We just saw that lovely bonding event with Emma, where Reen declared his love for her finally. And now we have a lot of people to talk to on the Courageous. Since this is the last, time area part of the game where we won't be able to get onto Courageous anymore after this. So we got a lot of stuff to do. I'm only gonna talk to the people that give me character profiles, items, hidden quests, or whatever. That way to save some time. First thing we're gonna do is go to George. Now that we got that Zemurian ore, we can use it to get some really powerful weapons. Hey there, busy getting ready? There's not much time left until the operation begins, so if there's anything you need to do, do it now. Well, one thing I need is to make sure my equipment and Arcus are in top condition. There's not a doubt in my mind that Crow and the Azure Knight will be there, so I can't go in unprepared. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Alright, sounds like a plan, Reed. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that. It's a shame there isn't any more Zemurian ore left. I could have made good use of it. How so? Well, remember how I was using it to customize your weapons earlier this year? That was the most I could do at the time, but making Valamar's new Tachi gave me tons of practice on handling Zemurian ore. So at this point I'm confident I could do more than customize an existing weapon. I could make a new one from scratch. Whoa. Really? That sounds amazing! The more powerful weapons we have, the better. Unfortunately though, we used all of the ore you brought back, and I do mean all of it. I don't even have the tiniest fraction left to play with anymore. If you had any, even a few small fragments that I could put together, I'll be able to do it, but as things stand, actually I do have some on me. You do? Awesome! Well, as soon as you've decided what you want me to make with it, let me know, I'll be here waiting. It's valuable stuff, though, so make sure to think long and hard about what you want to use it on. Very valuable stuff. Let's see. Customize weapons then. Oh my gosh. We have 4. Okay, so... Oh wait. Should we shop like new weapons first? What if... Alright. Yeah, let's go to the shop real quick, which I believe is here. I hope... Yes, they are here. Let's go. Does Casper have anything new for us? No, nothing good. Okay, let's go back to George. Okay, so... Oh, how do I get Guden? Oh, well, this one's better anyway. Yeah. Yeah, this one's better. Okay, let's do it. So this is for Reen, I'm assuming. I hope. Yes, we're gonna give it to Reen, of course. Oh, that's it. Cannot do any more. Well, there you go. I'm glad I used it on Reen. Did he get it? Oh no. Is he using it right now? Yes. Oh no, he's not. Woof. Good thing we got it. Guess that's all the Zemurian ore we have right now. Hopefully we get some more later. Exchange. No, we have nothing to exchange. I don't think we need to customize anything. No. Okay, shop. Nope, we're good. Okay, well that's that. Now the next thing we gotta do is start collecting character profiles. So George, we got his. Mint is in the 5th floor. Talk to her.
Uncle Makarov is a total disaster sometimes. Yesterday was totally the perfect chance for him and he just wasted it. Well, if he's not gonna make sure the two of them get together, I sure as heck will. But I guess we've got some work to do here first. Let's save those hostages. No matter who tries to stop us, we're gonna roll right over them. Now that we've got Uncle Makarov on board, There's no way anyone can beat us. Next stop, success. Full speed ahead.
Oh, that's so cute. She loves her uncle. Logins. He is in the 4th floor. Uh-oh, that means we can also do the training, right? The new trainings. Yep. Right. We're gonna have to make sure my blade's in perfect condition while I can. It's been a long time coming, but those nobles are gonna get what they deserve. They won't even see us coming. It's time to make them pay for all the they've pulled. Careful now, Loggins. That scary expression you used to wear all the time as the first year has come back. We second years need to conduct ourselves calmly and gracefully even while slaying our foes. You both seem pretty damn scary to me. Scary expression or no, Friedel and I are gonna go down to fight with Patrick too. It's time to make the alliance pay. So let me guess, Friedel's gonna give us... I'll be lending Loggins a hand here from here on out. We don't have much time until the operation starts, but I think you'll find the training to be more than worth your while. If you have any doubt in your skills, by all means, give it a try. I've gone and made the combat show especially ruthless, just for you. Guess so. That's not the sort of thing you should say with a smile on your face. Yep. Okay, good to know. Okay, next one is... Adele. Where could she be? She's going to be in the arts area.
I've made a few adjustments to the combat shells myself. They're all so lovely, and I just had to teach them lots of very powerful arts. Seeing them develop was so fulfilling, just like growing flowers.
And she's the only person who will ever draw that parallel. I really appreciate it. Can't hurt to get some practice in before the operation gets underway.
By all means, give them a shot if you can spare the time. Let's do everything in our power to ensure that this operation is a success. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can bring our plans to fruition. I'm afraid I'm not much when it comes to combat, but I'll give my all regardless.
Not much when it comes to combat, huh? Group B's report begs to differ. Guess you can't judge her by her appearance. Nice. Good, good, good. More training. Becky. Oh, of course, Becky. In the shop area. What does Becky have to say? She's gonna complain about Hugo?
I promised myself that I'd definitely help restore the Grand Market to its former glory. That's why I'll make it through this operation along with y'all. That being said, make sure you're ready before we bust in there. I've got everything y'all need stocked up. I promised myself that I'd definitely help restore the... Alright.
Trade in ground bait, please. No, we don't have enough U material. Okay. Curious? Ooh. Oh, no. That's too much money. Too much money just for that. No, I don't think so. Thank you, though. Okay, let's see. Did we miss like a treasure chest or something? Why is that in her curios? Oh, that makes me suspicious. Oh well. Okay. Next is Patrick. He's on the 3rd floor on the front deck. Let's go. The most important task may have fallen to your class, but the rest of us will still be joining the fight as well. We'll keep the Imperial Guardsmen out of your hair, so you can focus on your own battles. So you'd better not let us down. Naturally, we'll be able to fight with confidence knowing we've got good people covering our backs, you included. Don't presume that I'm doing this to help you. My main concern is that you save His Majesty. And Elise, of course. Can't stand the thought of her being imprisoned a moment longer. She's far too lovely for that. And to be your sister. Believe me, I want to rescue her. Still, while I appreciate the sentiment, you know who else she's far too lovely for? You. So don't even think of trying to cozy up to her. Do you have to be so menacing and overprotective every time I bring her up? I was trying to show my concern. Either way, all of us have your backs, so you can focus on performing at the peak of your abilities. In fact, I'm expecting no less. Of course. Margarita. she's gonna be in the kitchen. Probably with Milliam. What? She's not here. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she gone off to? Oh, there she is. She's just wandering about. Last night, I once again laid bare my burning desires to Vincent, and do you know what he told me? He told me that he would give me his answer after the operation is over. That's an indirect marriage proposal if I've ever heard one. Oh, Vincent, I knew you've always felt the same way I did. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Love often blossoms best under natural circumstances. Unnatural circumstances, I'll have to inform Father to start arranging the ceremony the very moment this operation is complete. If I pretend I didn't hear anything, I don't have to get involved. Ha! That's smart. Oh, hey, we can cook now! So we can... Oh, but we need ingredients. We need healthy liquor. Aren't we in the kitchen area? Healthy liquor. Healthy liquor. Everyone loves a healthy liquor. Let's do 5 just in case. Alright. Oh, let's do it right now. Come on, I hope I have everyone on my team ready. Come on, Ring.
Okay, let's give this a try. Wow, people can actually eat this.
Yay, alright. Hey, now feed.
It's Fee's cooking power hour. Better than
No, feed now.
Don't
Million,
blame me
come on,
if you
Million.
broke.
Give me the nasty one.
Death tolls in the thousands.
Good. Oh, come on, Alyssa. Come on.
All right,
Come on, for
let's
me.
get started.
Please. Give me the golden one.
Yes! By yours truly.
Atta girl. Okay. Yay, we got all of them. So, Monica. I'm helping out in the kitchen today to make sure everything runs smoothly for today's operation. I never thought all my time making those packed lunches with Laura would end up helping out with the war effort. If you're hungry, help yourself. You wouldn't want hunger pangs distracting you in the middle of an operation this big. Oh, here you go, girl. Last one. Thank you very much. This looks delicious. This will really help me make my lunch boxes as delicious as possible. What? Are we missing one? Are we missing a recipe or something? Huh. Maybe I am missing to give her one. Interesting. Okay, next is who? That is Ferris. She is in the 2nd floor, which is here. But where here? I don't know. Maybe here. Hey, there she is.
I was talking to Alyssa last night, and we've decided that if we both return from this operation safely, we're going to hold a big party at the academy. Every student is to be invited, of course, regardless of class. The faculty, too.
That sounds like it'd be one heck of a party. But saying if makes it sound like you're not planning on returning from this operation safely.
I suppose you're right. Then let me rephrase. When we inevitably return safely after this operation, we're inevitably throwing a massive party. They do say success stems from the mind, after all.
Perfect. She's gotten tougher since I first met her. I'm sure spending time with Alyssa is to thank for that.
There are a lot of preparations that need to be made for a party like that to happen. Food, for instance, could be an issue. Even if Seriffa and Celestine were to work together, they only know so many recipes. If only there was a book full of them that I could somehow get my hands on.
Okay, maybe let's scale it back a little. You don't necessarily have to think of the specifics until after the operation.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Right now I should focus my mind and energy on the task at hand. We will make this operation a resounding success.
Naturally. But it might not hurt to keep the fact that she's looking for a ton of recipes in the back of my mind. If I could gather up a bunch of good ones for her, I'm sure that'd help her keep her in mind on the operation proper.
We do know them! We do know them. Look at all of these! Have you been writing all of these down yourself?
Yeah, I've been collecting them for a pretty long time now. Think there are enough of them to make your party a success?
Without a doubt! I'll have to start copying all of these down right away.
Knock yourself out. Ferris furiously copied all the recipes from Reen's recipe book, likely breaking a few speed records in the process.
Perfect! Between your recipes, the cooking club's help, and Sarifa and Celestine, we should have a vast selection of food on offer. I must admit that I'm rather impressed. I certainly didn't expect you to present me with so many recipes.
Think nothing of it. Hopefully you'll know by now. You'll now be able to focus all your efforts on the operation instead of being distracted by party planning.
I never would have allowed something so trivial to hinder my concentration in the first place. Still, I do feel as though I underestimated you somewhat. In light of that and your hard work, I want you to have this.
Ooh, yes! A master quartz? This one's pretty wild looking too.
It's a cutting-edge one that my family sent to me. I would use it myself, but I imagine that you'd be able to draw out its full potential much more effectively. It's a very capable quartz, so I hope that it becomes a valuable asset in your battles today.
Thanks. Can't wait to see what it can do. Anyway, good luck today.
Likewise. Together we will make this operation a success, and the party after it even greater one.
Wow, that's awesome. Let's see it. I'm glad you're giving us all these new quartz. Now that we're... Well, but it just sucks that it's at the very end. Attacks crafts deal critical damage. Activates more. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Offensive arts deal critical damage. Okay. Very good to know. Thank you. Okay, next is... Oh, Vincent! He's right here. We no longer have anything to fear. My graceful spearmanship shall cleave even the winds in my way to ribbons and cut a path to safety for the hostages. Yeah, except your spearmanship can do nothing against Margarita. Onward, my dearest sister, onward, my capable servant. Together we shall show the world that what the illustrious Florald family is truly capable of. With pleasure, Master Vincent.
Of course, the moment he does anything respectable, he goes and bubbles his heroic speech.
After this is over, spring will be nearly upon us, the season of graduation, the season I am freed from Margarita's curse. How long this year has been. Oh, how very long, very long. I wouldn't put money on that. Poor guy. Okay, Sarifa, hey, we're all here. I originally learned how to fight with a pistol in order to act as a bodyguard for Master Vincent and Lady Ferris. The training was grueling, but the alternative was having to share the task of serving them with another, which I could simply not abide. That's some devotion. But of course, can you think of anyone more worthy of devotion than Master Vincent and Lady Ferris? I, for one, cannot. As long as I draw breath, I will do everything possible to keep them safe. I will sacrifice life and limb to defend Master Vincent and Lady Ferris. Now that is loyalty. Okay. And Instructor Makarov. Instructor Makarov, where is he? Not in there. In here, maybe? There he is. Gotta admit, I didn't expect anyone to ask me to help out with your Divine Knight's fancy new sword. Still, glad we got it all sorted out. And just in time, too. Thanks, Instructor Makarov. I never would have guessed that you were one of the principals of Professor Schmidt's disciples, or even a student from the Institute. That was on purpose. I try to keep my mouth shut about all this stuff. Schmidt used to have me help him out on weapons research, which, as you can imagine, I got sick of real quick. So I decided to get the hell out of there and move to another school over in Heimdall. Even then, the whole Schmidt's disciple thing ended up getting me involved in all sorts of nonsense I didn't care about. Got sick and tired of that too, so I bailed and ended up at Thor's. Wow, sounds like you've had a pretty dramatic education, to say the least. Welcome to adulthood. I actually kind of like being an instructor, believe it or not. Nice to actually take on a tough job for the first time in a while, though. I stand by my work, but it's up to you kids to do the heavy lifting. Good luck. Alright, and Beatrix. Okay. Of course, she's not here. She's in Thor's. Of course! So, let us return to those. Whoa, not the... Oh yeah, the bridge.
No, not yet. It's great to finally have everyone from the Academy on board the Courageous. Everyone who went missing, everyone who chose to stay at the Academy, they're all here, ready to fight with us. It's kind of surreal. We really did go and achieve exactly what we set out to do, you know?
Yeah, I know the feeling. We took back the Academy, Valamar's new Tachi has been forged. Nothing's stopping us from giving this operation our all.
That being said...
Oh, that being said, it feels a little wrong to say we have everyone when there's one of us missing.
I didn't even think of that. Sure, it's lively enough here as it is, but Crow has this special energy no one else can bring. But just remember, him not being here yet doesn't make what you've done any less amazing. So, thank you, Reen. I can't imagine all of us would be here now if not for you.
I think you're giving me too much credit here. Coming this far was a team effort. I may be a part of that team, but so are you and everyone else.
Oh, Reen, I should have known you would say that. Yep, I think if anyone deserves this little something, it's you.
Oh!
Reen, would you be willing to accept this?
Yes! Master Quartz left and right.
That's right. The principal gave it to me. He said to give it to a student who goes above and beyond the call of duty. So that's exactly what I've just done. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more than you.
I don't know if I've gone above and beyond, but if you say I deserve it, then I'll happily accept. We can't quit here, not when we're so close. Soon we'll be able to bring Crow home, and only then will we really be able to say we have everyone on board.
Right.
Ooh, let me see this. So many Master Quartz. Emblem. They're both gold. Damage received down as HP drops. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Decreases damage up to 80%. Wow, that's really good. Chance of triple advantage encounters. Okay. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, let's go to Trista, please.
Our operation today is bound to be the toughest thing we've ever done. If we're not completely in sync, there's no way we'll be able to pull this off. We've got to work hard and work together. Just stay safe out there, okay?
I will. I promise. All of us are bound and determined to make this a success. And when I say all of us, I don't mean just Class 7. So don't worry about us. We'll be back. And we'll be dragging Crow with us.
Okay, I believe in you. Together, I know we'll be able to make it back to the Academy. All of us.
Okay, let's choose a destination. You can now travel to Trista using the Courageous. You can now go out onto East Trista Highway 2 from the eastern side of Trista. Ooh, you know
Where do you
I
want to
am.
go?
Trista.
Leave it to me.
Trista, please. Okay, we are gonna go to Thor's and speak to the lovely instructor Beatrix in the infirmary. It's no secret by now that I used to be a colonel in the military. The 100 Days War 12 years ago was a major factor in my early retirement, in fact. That was the one between us and Liberal, right? That's right. And it was meaningless, fueled by nothing but the foolish desires of a few select individuals. Countless Liberalian lives lost over nothing. It made me realize that I no longer had the ability to save the people who truly needed saving.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Granny.
You, on the other hand, all of you seem to have the ability to bring light back to this land in a way that I cannot. More importantly, I believe in you. That's why I'm confident you'll all make it back from the ordeal ahead. Thank you, instructor. We'll make sure we're worthy of your belief.
We'll be back, Beatrix. We promise.
I think that you have the ability to bring light to this land in a way that I cannot. More importantly, I believe in you. Aww. That's gotta suck. Trying to save everyone, but you just can't. Must be really hard. Okay, so that's all the character profiles we can get right now. Now we're gonna go to the bookstore. And get issues we don't have. Like this one. Oh yeah. And that's it. Perfect. And yes, there is a hidden quest here in Trista. We are about to go get it. See, like, who's gonna go all over Erebonia? I guess I would if I wasn't recording. But gosh, it's crazy how big this game is. The battle in Heimdall is scheduled to begin soon, is it not? I hope he doesn't wind up in the middle of it. Is something wrong, Father? Oh, hello. I hate to put anything more onto your young shoulders, but you may be able to help. Would you lend me your aid? I don't mean to pressure you, of course. I imagine your mind is already occupied with more pressing matters. Sure, we're free until noon, for obvious reasons. What do you need? Thank you so much. My request concerns a fellow clergyman, a traveling priest who visited us this morning, actually. Priests travel? I guess they would if a region without a church had some religious duties they needed taken care of. I told you about the one in Nord who would come to teach the people of the settlement every month, remember? That's right. Ever since the war began, the church has been dispatching even more of them across Erebonia. It's our duty to support people in need, and traveling priests can do so in areas those like myself cannot. This priest, however, only made the briefest of stops here, saying he wanted to learn more about the state of the country. He left? Already? I can see why you're worried, especially with the Battle of Heimdall just hours away. The fact that he was an elderly gentleman only serves to compound my concern, too. If you could, would you mind checking to see whether or not he arrived safely at his destination? I think we can do that.
It'd be nearly impossible to do it in time if we had to use the trains, but it should be doable with the Courageous. Yeah, sounds like you picked the right guys for the job.
Agreed. Let's see if we can't get any updates on this old man's safety. So now that that's settled, where exactly did he go, Father? He said he was bound for the church in Keldic. He sounded very upset about what had happened there. I can only imagine he wanted to see the damage for himself. Understood. Okay, gang, next stop, Keldic. Thank you for doing this for me. I very much appreciate it. Sure, let's go to Keldic real quick. Easy peasy. Actually, let's stop here in this episode. Whew. Okay, so yay, we got all the character notes. We're just gonna do this hidden quest real quick. And I also wanted to go on the east side of Trista that just opened up, so I want to know what the hell's in there. Probably some chests, some goodies, maybe some crazy monsters. We'll find out. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, comment below your thoughts, and share with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more episodes into the series. Until the next one, you guys take a lot of care. Jenny!